fly away 体中に広がるパノラマ顔を蹴られた地球が起こって火山を爆発させる溶けた氷の中に恐竜がいたら玉乗り飛行みたいねチャラヘチャラ何が起きても気分はヘノヘノカッパチャラヘチャラ胸がパチパチするほど騒ぐ元気がチャラヘチャラ頭から棒の方が夢詰め込めるチャラヘチャラ笑顔ウルトラ Z で今日もアイアイアイアイアイ
Hello, 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 and welcome back to Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
Saiyans, they're finally here.
Well, he said it. I was gonna say the Saiyans are finally here, but Gohan, I guess he wants to be the fucking narrator, so...
Mr. Piccolo!
They're here, which means they'll be heading straight for us.
Hey, Piccolo, it's been a while.
You're one of the people I saw at Master Roshi's.
Yeah, I'm Krillin. And you really have grown up, haven't you? You look just like Goku when he was a kid.
Bro, it's been 1 year since
That's
Krillin
enough
has seen
chit-chat.
him.
They're here.
Well, well, looks like you've been expecting us.
You got that right.
Huh? What's a Namekian doing here?
Namekian?
Oh, I get it. It's been said that Namekians possess extraordinary fighting skills, as well as magical abilities. You must be the one who created those Dragon Balls we've heard about.
They know about the Dragon Balls?
That's the whole reason we came to this puny planet. Now hand them over. You may be a Namekian, but there's still only one of you. This is gonna be like swatting away flies.
Sorry to burst your bubble, but I didn't create the Dragon Balls or anything else. My specialty is destruction. And if I'm a
Edgelord.
fly, then just try and swat me.
Edgelord.
Very well. Let's see what the Namekian and his little friends are capable of.
Looks like you and me are thinking the same thing, Vegeta.
I hate these little fucking things.
These guys look pretty tough. Huh? It's Tien, and Chaozu's with him.
Hey guys, sorry we're late.
Yamcha!
Yamcha.
Edgelord,
You mean the
yeah.
person Blar was talking about?
Do you mean, like the voice acting audio, or...
You must be Goku's kid.
Because, they did re-record everything for this game.
Mini Goku.
Also, do you have any problems hearing me?
Nice to meet you. My
Because I
name's
can
Gohan.
adjust my microphone volume.
A few more pipsqueaks have come to play.
Huh. Relax, we'll make this quick. Gohan, this is it. Show them what you can do.
Right.
Count me in too. I've done my fair share of training.
Yeah, the voice acting, they re-recorded the stuff for this. Whoop. Oh, perfect. Okay, the audio wasn't a problem. Just had to make sure before I got too deep into this. Alright, so what are my special moves here? Okay. The music is pretty raunchy. Bitch!
Oh, way to go, Gohan!
Oof. Really don't have many moves yet, but he just started his training with Piccolo, so yeah, I do need a camera, which I am working on. I am working on getting, at least to start things out, that little camera that came with the PS4, just for a quick little buy to test the waters. Oh god, guys, you remember that time Gohan and Yamcha totally destroyed all the Cybermen? It's because it didn't happen.
This might prove to be something entertaining after all. Well then, who's next?
Let me at him. I'll show him that I'm
Let
not
me
messing
at him.
around. Come on, let's do this.
You green goons better give him hell!
Piccolo's triggered.
Well, I guess those little monsters weren't as tough as you thought they were. I'll finish the rest of them off by myself.
Pride cometh before the fall.
What the? He blew himself up.
It says I got another
I believe it's
comment.
time we end this
Trying to
little
see it.
game. Finally! I was getting tired of waiting. Which one wants to die next?
About to fight Nappa.
Who wants to die first?
Yamcha!
Are you kidding me?
Strong!
Okay, I got an idea.
Solar flare! No way!
That kind of sucked. Oh shit. But yes, my one big complaint with this game, it's not I mean, it's not like there's anything actually wrong with playing it, it's just, it should not be called Kakarot. Because, I mean, it sounds like white wine at this point, but look at the screen right now. Nothing about this is Goku. At this point, if the game is called Kakarot, I would assume we would actually be playing the King Kai training, which they just showed us through cutscenes. Hold on, I'm getting comments up the ass that I can't see. Let me get one of my vitamin drinks. Hell.
Solar flare.
Yes way. Here, let me see if I can fix the comments real quick. But yes, back to the complaint. And it's not like it's just now, because I'm not gonna lie, I have sneaked ahead a little bit and played the game up at least until the defeat of Cell. So I'm gonna say it's pretty much like that the whole fucking game. Like, you go to Namek, or after Goku shows up and beats up Vegeta, I mean, what happens? He has to go to the hospital, so you play as Gohan going to Namek. And then you don't get to play as Goku till the Ginyu Saga. Like, it's... I don't know. To me, it just... It shouldn't have been called Kakarot. It's okay. Probably all me, but yeah, the title is misleading then. Yeah. I don't know if that's the most recent comment that you said, but that's what I got. I'm just trying to make sure everything's synced up as I'm managing this, because I can have the comments on screen, but I'm trying to make it to where everyone doesn't have to see a fucking letterbox image. Yeah, but the title is incredibly misleading, because, and even the trailers, because they at least make it seem like it's going to be like you're playing as Goku the whole time, and eventually you have to play as Gohan and take that, like, passage of the torch. But like, if you look at the past couple streams, I was playing as Piccolo. You get to play as Vegeta, so I mean, like, Ooh. A farewell to arms. That's what we'll call that. Group hug.
What are you doing?
Farewell, Tien! Please don't die!
No! Don't do it! Don't
What up, Voltaire? What are you saying, huh?
Jatsu! That kinda tickled. Jatsu, I will avenge you. I swear. I'm not going to let your death be in vain. Beam! You think you're pretty tough, don't you?
Well, his little tri-beam actually took off some armor. Fucking Chaozu blowing up didn't do shit.
Gotta be some kind of nightmare! Where are you, Goku? We need your help!
Okay, that right there
Goku?
is the perfect explanation of why this shouldn't be called Kakarot.
Kakarot, would you?
We have the actual characters asking where he is in a game that's about him.
Just as I thought. I guess the Dragon Balls revived him after all. Do you truly believe that he can save you? After all, he can barely handle a weakling like Raditz.
He's gotten stronger since then. I'm sure of it.
Nice.
He's gonna make you beg for mercy. Do you
Listen,
hear me?
Machine
He's
Head.
gonna make you beg.
Oh, I wouldn't underestimate Goku if I were you.
Oh yeah? If he's so tough, then where the hell is he, huh?
He'll be here. My dad's definitely gonna come.
Then I guess we'll just have to wait for him, won't we?
I'm farther on my other save. I'm not farther in the stream. I'm taking the stream a little slower so I don't waste time, and I know what to do. Make the most of my time, you know.
Have some fun. Nappa! Didn't you just hear me?
On my regular playthrough, I'm up to Majin Buu.
Guess I got a little carried away.
The big oaf is shaking in his boots. The smaller guy's the one we need to keep an eye on. I'm sure of it.
That's because it's fucking Vegeta, bro.
Come on, Goku. Quit making us
just wait and get over here already! Come on, show us just how much stronger you've become!
Dad?
Surprisingly, it's really not. It seems like it's short because it goes from Raditz to Kid Buu, but they really know how to drag it out. Like, I don't know how to explain it. That's why it shouldn't be called Kakarot. They make you do everyone else's little shit. Like, it's the perfect Dragon Ball Z RPG, but it's definitely not Goku's game. Like, it's being marketed.
These guys mean business. They plan on wiping out the entire planet.
Dad?
Piccolo, you should get out of here if things start to get hairy.
Because you're bald.
What do you mean?
Kami dies too, right? If that happens, then we can kiss the Dragon Balls goodbye.
No.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, like, they could have made the game longer just by making it more, like its title suggests, as Kakarot. Like, the Snake Way run. They show that through cutscenes. You play as Gohan training with Piccolo when he's running on Snake Way. And it's like, they could have really padded that out into a really grind RPG scenario. So, I don't know. Like I said, I feel like this is a good overall for the show, start to finish, because it has so many side missions with characters that have been forgotten about from Dragon Ball, but definitely just not a game that should be called Goku, basically. Dragon Ball Goku.
Don't have much time left.
There's no point in surveying the area. So Vegeta gave us 3 hours to wait for Goku.
Kakarot was too scared to show his face.
And I want to make it known that he gave the characters, even in this game, the 3 hours, so it's staying faithful. But with that time shown, you saw that they gave me control of Gohan to rummage around this land instead of going to Goku and showing us what he was doing for those 3 hours, which would be running back from King Kai's place. But yeah, you know, that's what I'm saying. You know, Goku isn't in Dragon Ball Z as much because originally, when it started, it was supposed to be him passing the torch to Gohan. But around the end of Cell, a lot of people were really upset and wrote, like, death threats. Yeah, but you know, like, the original creators getting death threats during the end of the Cell saga because I guess in the 90s, a lot of people weren't as big of a fan of Gohan taking over. So that's why they made him into the comic relief that the Great Saiyaman was.
And it's heading this way.
But that's why, once again, don't buy, like, if this is a great game, you should get it, but don't buy it thinking, like, this is finally the Goku RPG. No, this is everyone. Like, you play as Trunks, you play as Piccolo, you play as Vegeta, Gohan. I think that's it so far that I've seen, and I'm in the Buu saga.
And it feels kind of familiar.
Yeah, Akira Toriyama, that's his name. He was getting death threats multiple times throughout the career, because he originally tried to end Dragon Ball with the collapse of Planet Namek. When Goku went Super Saiyan and killed Frieza, that was supposed to be the original ending. Death threats came in saying he couldn't leave it like that. He pushed it onto the Android arc after seeing a movie called Terminator 2, which, if you see that movie and watch the Trunks arc, it's almost hilarious how much Akira Toriyama stole from it. But, you know, throughout the Cell arc, he was fighting the whole time with his editors, and the show, or the manga at the time, getting slowly adapted into the anime. It was getting just bigger and bigger. And he was almost feeling like he couldn't get away from it. So, like, you could kind of say that his peak was the Frieza saga, and then afterward you can slowly see, like, the digression of his creativity, especially throughout the Majin Buu saga. Like, it got pretty bad, and that's why he ended the series on such a, like, definitive, like, it's over note. Like, the last episode is literally a 7-year time jump to where Goku and everyone else is old, and Goku takes Oob to Kami's lookout. Like, they're just, I don't know. But yeah, there is Goku games, and there is a couple that are RPGs. Legacy of Goku for the Game Boy Advance. They had a trilogy. It's a Zelda clone, but it is an RPG.
Vegeta, are these punks telling the truth? We'll find out soon enough whether this is actually Kakarot or not. Power level 5,000. No way! Your scouter must be busted or something.
It's over 5,000!
Hurry up and kill the riffraff. They could be a real pain if they team up with Kakarot.
You talking about Legacy of Goku? Dude, it's literally a top-down Zelda clone.
But what about the dragon? Forget about them.
Especially the first one. The first two actually were pretty much Zelda clones. The third one was a little more robust, a little more of something of its own, but the first one was a mix of like A Link to the Past and Zelda 2, because it actually had EXP to gain, but it was just top-down overworld, puzzles where there shouldn't be puzzles, limits where there really shouldn't be. Like the flight feather orbs in Legacy of Goku was a complete slap in the face to anyone who actually saved up the money to get a Game Boy Advance and then saved up more money to buy the cartridge. It was just a slap in the face to have to walk around on Namek. First off, getting to Namek was a hurdle. You would talk about Dark Souls. Try getting to fucking Namek in Legacy of Goku. If you get there, you get like 15 orbs, which basically count as steps to fly. And then you gotta scourge the entire planet and hope that you can find more of these little fucking feathers. It was pretty brutal. It was really brutal. I still actually have only the first game, though. Link to the Past is totally an RPG. They came back with Super because the 7-year time gap at the end of Z, like, it's literally the last episode or the last chapter of the manga. They figured that created, you know, when it got its popularity, its resurgence with Battle of Gods, which was 2013, I think, maybe 2012. I don't know. We'll look that up later, and I'll put it in the description. But when Battle of Gods came out, that was when Dragon Ball Z got its, like, second wind. And the creator, back once again, Akira Toriyama, was actually interested enough by this, not second, but third wind of his franchise getting popular again, that he came back and he put himself in that position where he was lucky enough to be like, okay, this is what happens in between that 7-year gap. So it's not GT. It's not the end. This is right before the last episode. That's how Super plays out. So, I mean, it's kind of hinted throughout Super, especially right, I think it's before the Tournament of Power, that Oob has at least been born. And Oob is the character that he meets at the tournament at the end of Z and his pupil in GT. So, I don't know. If they actually continue making Super, they can make a pretty nice fucking web and connect some dots, but I don't know. Anyway, that's enough ranting about.
You can't handle them all alone.
That's enough ranting about fucking Legacy of Goku and why Super is existent, I guess. I mean, it's a weird reason. Basically, if you want to just dumb it down, it was to get more cash, but they actually did it with finesse, you know.
Over here is a real riot.
Alright, so we gotta basically defeat Nappa before Goku gets here. And we're gonna get to the part that everyone is waiting for. What? I mean, honestly, at first, Super was just done as a write-in. Oh, is this game hard? Not at all. I mean, it takes a minute to learn, but once you figure it out, it's stupid easy. It's got a very nice, solid control system. It's like a mix of the Tenkaichis with some Xenoverse. Now, don't get scared because I said Xenoverse, but yeah, Super's great, but it starts off kind of weak, and I can only say it really does because you have the first 2 entire arcs of Super as movies. You can watch the Frieza arc, and you can watch the Beerus arc on a movie, and then pick right up with the episode, or Universe 6 tournament arc. That's when the show really kind of gets its footing, which would be expected because it's not recapping a movie. Does it get boring? The game? Not really, no. It doesn't really give you a chance to get bored. Yeah, Nappa was very happy about that. But then again, I mean, look at who he's beating up. We got a lot of scrubs. We gotta wait for the, you know, the title of the game to show up. I mean, he's gotta be worth something, right?
Here I go.
That's good, because Universe, I think, is a really great game. I think it gets shat on too much. It's not fighters, but I mean, it's still a fucking great game. Alright. I'm getting kind of tired of Nappa's shit. At least with this squad. How about you guys? Let's see if we can move on. Oopsie poopsie. Let's get in over here. Right up the arse. This will end it. Oh, that's why. He's getting ready to do an armored attack. Mr. Piccolo. Oh, he's dead, y'all. Nappa is out of this bitch. Oh, really? He wants to milk it for all it's worth. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god.
Do what I can. Buy my dad some time.
That's in the chat for real. That was bullshit, y'all. I didn't grab any healing items. When I started doing the streams, it was from the midnight release, so I had no idea how anything worked, which is why I carried on. So after this, I can buy healing items, but unfortunately, the stream was left right before Nappa and Vegeta touched down, so shit.
See if you can make this fun for me.
You missed, Piccolo. You're gonna get it on Steam? That would be pretty freaking dope. I just can't wait to hear what the DLC is gonna be, because I got this with the Season Pass.
That all you guys
Still no healing items. Supercharge.
Hey, don't go dying on me yet. I ain't done. That all you guys
Come on, guys, get in there. Make me proud. Damn it. Not this time. I can't believe I hit him. Hold on, I gotta read the comments in a second. This is, you can see what's going on. This will end it. Here we go. Z combo. I wanted this game, but then boom, I can't get it. Maybe in July I'll get it in the Season Pass. You know, I got this, I pre-ordered this, a little after Christmas, just with the work bonus. You know, I was like, yeah, and why not? I know I'm gonna waste a lot of fucking time on it. Might as well get it while I can. Which I'm glad I did, because it's really fun. Mr. Piccolo. I haven't figured that out yet. I am about to start the Boo Saga.
Get out of here, Gohan!
Just because this is an RPG, so there is a lot of high-ranking bosses throughout certain sagas. There's training to do, hunting, side missions. There's a lot to do. Yeah, the cutscenes are immaculate, but there's a lot of stuff that requires grinding for leveling, which is typical for an RPG. So I am about level 60 on my other playthrough. As you can see, I'm like level fucking 7 or 9, between 7 and 9 right there. But I'm like level 60 on my other playthrough, and I'm in the Majin Buu arc, or literally about to start it. I'm in the intermission between killing Cell and starting Buu. Which, luckily, since we're streaming the Goku-Vegeta fight, which is about to happen, you guys will see how they handle the intermissions for sagas, and give you more of an idea for the game.
Alright, I made it!
It doesn't really... Well, it gives you a certain amount of XP for free, which will kind of like scoot you along for a minimum level to be. But if you just do that, that does increase the difficulty. I find it much more rewarding because certain skills you can unlock earlier if you grind for them, and you can have certain skills at certain fights, thus making that fight easier and your character overall stronger.
Goku!
Tommy!
You could always get
Quickly,
fighters,
grab hold
bro.
of me.
Thanks!
We can we'll do party battles. I'll stream it on YouTube.
He actually made his way back
Get your mic,
from
we'll get in a
King
party,
Kai's planet.
have some fun. Make it like a Friday thing or something. Breath of the Wild's great, but it's
Well, I'm off!
that's a game that you have to like take 8 months off for. It's so like it takes your life.
I'm fully trained and ready to go!
We're counting on you.
Yeah, you can use the mic on fighters. I appreciate that. I'm working on a new video where I'm trying to I'm trying out some editing to make it to where it's kind of funny. I'm trying to use more sound clips. The more in like, you know, slowing down and just making it funnier overall. Don't own that game. I think it's like $20. Your birthday just passed. You know what? Give me my fucking Zelda back and I'll buy you that. I'm kidding, bro. Okay, I just got the Realm of Gods. Do I have Kami? Take him. Oh, I don't need anything there, really. Alright, so there's a lot of... Well, I expected to see the full menu from there, but there's a lot of different ways to level your character and suit the game to your own playstyle. What was I doing? What do you mean, what was I doing? I was finding all the shrines. And I was, like, getting the best equipment and, using my amiibos daily. Alright, as soon as this loads, I have to take a wicked pee break. Oh. And it has to be this moment.
Man, talk about a sight for
Hold on.
Let's go!
Thank God.
Goku
Wait.
versus Vegeta.
I'm sensing some crazy energy over
Okay, perfect. Just a second, y'all. I'm gonna leave you with some like a Dragon Ball song. You know what? I'm gonna play the cutscene from last week. And then, I'll be back for my piss.
What in the hell's going on? He's berserk! There won't be any Earth to protect if this keeps up.
We Saiyans release our true power whenever there's a full moon. Even chumps like you should know that.
That's right, the full moon! Who would have imagined a kid had such a transformation in him? Must be a Saiyan blood. Looks like he needs a full moon and that tail of his to transform. Better get rid of it now. Now that that's taken care of, here's some clothes and a sword. I've got my own training to get to. So you're on your own again. If you can somehow manage to survive the next 6 months, then you will have earned the honor of being trained by the great Piccolo. You're gonna wish you'd never been born when I'm done with you. Hope you're ready.
Oh shit. Look, I made it back in time. I just kind of stumbled. Got a little excited. Well, mine doesn't really have problems with this. Well, at least I haven't experienced any problems with it slowing down. But I mean, I already know how it's gonna end up with Ganon. It's gonna be like every other freaking Zelda game, so that's why I've been getting the other, like, the shrines and the... There, I think my mic's better positioned now. But the other, what are they, Korok seeds? There we go. I mean, I haven't noticed. I did not, which is a sin. I think after Breath of the Wild came out, I can't remember, something else came out too that I really was waiting for.
One small one too. Those numbers don't add up. Wait, did somebody die?
Did somebody die?
Trouble lately. Best to deal with this now.
The DLC is great. All I remember about it was, like, I guess Majora's Mask was available through it, and not like the game, but the actual item. And I was like, yes! But something else came out and I forgot to buy it, so...
How pathetic to think the great Demon King Piccolo would go down like this. Protecting a little brat like you. It's laughable. I blame you and your dad. Your stupid softness rubbed off on me. But go on. I want you to know you're the only real friend. The only real friend I ever had. These past few months, they really weren't half bad. You'd better not die. Go on. It appears I'm not long for this world.
Goodbye, Mr. Popo!
But at least it seems Piccolo has finally surpassed me.
What do you mean surpassed? He was stronger than you forever. Kami. Oh my Kami.
Wasn't planning on killing him just yet, but whatever.
It really doesn't make sense that Nappa killed him, since he was the one that pointed out he was the Namekian that made the Dragon Balls.
Huh?
Nimbus?
That's right, y'all. It's about time this game earns its fucking name.
Dad!
He's in the house.
Piccolo. Tenshinhan. Yamcha. Shiatsu. Kami. They're all gone. I'm not gonna let you get away with this! What are you looking at, punk?
You got something to say? I'm gonna pound you into a pulp!
Alright, moment we've been waiting for.
There's no way a small fry like you stands a chance against the mighty Nappa!
You talk tough, but you're nothing special.
You know what you say? A beat warrior like me is gonna let low-class scum like you treat me like this?
It looks like you're finally getting better.
You better shut that mouth of yours before I do!
That's more like it. I'm expecting a good fight from you. That one was for Chaozu. This one's for Yamcha. This one's for Tien-Chan. This is for Piccolo.
You're a little bitch, Nappa. Kind of him with the rock, paper, scissors.
Why you? Don't you dare!
Oh, look at that, he did. I mean, kind of combos, not really.
Like you.
Like circle on the PlayStation, which would be B on the Xbox, or what the fuck on Nintendo. Where's my DS or my Wii? Well, that button.
I'll let Vegeta handle
That's your main melee button. Square
done playing just
is
yet.
key blasts, and triangle is the charge.
No, you don't, Kaioken.
Yeah, it's like a spirit explosion. It's A, that's what it is.
I don't think he can fight anymore. Now,
You can
take
do
it
that
with
because
you.
there
He
is
earned this
fights.
instant.
Because like I said, this is an RPG, so there is moments where you go up against like 3 or 4, sometimes 5, like scrubs, like Frieza Force warriors to all gang up on you, and you can use your spirit explode, or if you get a good combo going, you can do like a charge blast, will actually get you some ki back. Look at that, he killed Nappa.
Who is this guy? He just killed his own partner.
Bow, wow,
You two
no,
go. Get back to
no.
Kame House now.
What?
Look, this guy seems a lot tougher than I thought he.
Oh, okay, Dad.
Oops,
We'll go.
I dropped the controller off my knee and it hit the button.
Goku, wait. Couldn't you just fight this guy somewhere else? Why? Look, I don't want anything to happen to these guys before we can bring them back. Bring them back? But Piccolo and Kami, the both of them are dead. Which means that the Dragon Balls are gone too. I hate to say it, but we can't bring them back now.
Oh, we got someone watching on an iPad. That's fancy. I'm jealous. It must look better than my TV.
Huh? What is it?
I'm kidding. I got a nice
I'll
TV.
explain later. Just you make sure that you send this guy packing, all right?
Beanie Babies ain't worth shit.
Send him packing? Huh. Yeah, that's the plan.
If you heard that, you'll message me about it.
I'll do what I can.
That wasn't to you, Voltaire. That was to Fredo.
Sorry to do this again, Goku.
Which I think even you
We're
left,
all counting
Voltaire.
on you.
Did everyone leave me?
Don't you dare go dying on us, buddy. You got it.
I really hope not everyone left right before the big fucking fight with
Go on.
Vegeta.
If I make it back, what do you say we go fishing again? Just you and me.
Hold on. Let me make sure we got the audience here. About to fall. Vegeta. I totally butchered the spelling of that. And I can't say anything to Voltaire. He should just be there. He's one of my most faithful watchers.
Fine. Makes no difference to me.
Goku's Kaioken transformation is now available.
I need to move the fight somewhere with no other people.
Alright, so like I was saying earlier, brief rundown before we get into the meat, the big brawl. There's a lot of different ways to upgrade your character in this, and your character is basically whoever they're forcing you to play as. There is brief options where you get to choose between a select 4 characters, but no, regardless of the character you choose, these stats will still apply. So there's this community, the Z Warrior, where if you put certain pogs, as I like to call them because I'm old, you put certain pogs here that have attributes like, you know, you see that Ultimate Father-Son team in Master and Student? They give you a +2, which is why I have them right next to Goku and Piccolo, giving this a bigger boost. And it goes so on and so forth with all these other communities. It's really in depth, really good. And as you do more side missions and stuff, as you do more side missions and stuff, you unlock more. And then there's your basic skill tree, which every character you get to play as has their own unique skill tree. But the community aspect is really where the game kind of shines through as an RPG. The soul emblems, once again, before we get into this, they're the little pogs you get along your adventure. Little emblems here. You don't have to necessarily match them up, but they give you certain boosts if you do, which is the bonuses on the right side there. When you apply them to a certain community, any character you play as will get the bonuses listed across the top here. So, you know, melee at +1%, that doesn't mean piss because it's +1%, but, you know, like battle XP +10. Like, we have that permanently for all characters. Items earned is +5, so that's something that's worth, that probably has the most payoff right now. So we gotta take Vegeta to the mountains to set off the big showdown, the battle for Earth. Let's see.
First, I'll take Vegeta down, then I'll ask him.
I'll take him down and then I'll ask him. You know, right before we do this, because once again, gotta hammer that nail in. This is an RPG, so we gotta eat the pre-boss fight boosts to make sure that we at least get something out of this. So I don't want to waste these. I want to save these for the Frieza stream. But we are going to take the 5% EXP boost, because we're about to fucking fight Vegeta. But we got Kaioken finally.
As Saiyans are worth as warriors, as measured and judged at birth. Those with no potential like you are sent to inferior planets like this. Thrown away and forgotten like the garbage you are.
With enough hard work and training, even garbage can surpass the elite.
Kylo Ren, what?
That's quite a sense of humor you've got. You're about to learn the hard way that effort alone isn't enough to reach my level.
Kylo Ren who? Why are you talking about Kylo? I'm talking about old Vegeta before he started focusing on other people than himself. Oh, Kaioken. Just like the show, it eats away at your health. High risk, high reward. Yeah, you sent it to me on Snapchat. It looks fucking awesome. That's the main reason why I was like, hey, I'm playing the, you know, Dragon Ball RPG. Why don't we watch Vegeta's introduction? Check it out, you know, see if you dig it, because it's pretty much redone almost. God, I don't even know how many years later. Oh, Nani!
What's wrong, Kakarot? Surely it's not your best. There's more power than this when you made a fool of Nappa. Show me your true power.
You ready for this? Vegetables. Damn. You took most of my health.
It's my turn now! Man, you're tough.
Damn you!
Damn me. Oh! We're out of this one. Alright. One more time, because, you know, Vegeta's that much of a badass. You know, he takes some concentration. I'm gonna get him this time, y'all. Time to type into the Kaioken. Damn you. This is getting a little spicy. Take off the Kaioken for now, just to be safe.
You're finished, Kakarot!
Oh fuck.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, it's tense times like these that really get me pumped.
You're laughing, but are you finally ready for your demise?
Are you ready for these hands? son of a bitch. Alright, alright. I got this. That's right, we got this. Get in there. No way. No way.
That's it. You're finished, Kakarot.
Oh, you're too good for me, Vegeta. Now's my chance. And that's a photo finish, y'all. The Kylo Ren again. Nice finish. Thank you. That was pretty tense, right, yo?
Don't fail me now. Kaio 10 times 3. And now.
This is legendary, so I'm going silent.
Kamehameha! There's no way that you can stop my Garrett gun! You and this planet are as good as space dust! What?
I'm kind of glad I didn't have to mash buttons for that.
He's a tough one.
That's something that's just so legendary and shown in anime now that it can be seen through a cutscene.
That's it. You're
But they do have beam struggles if that's what you want to know.
burst open and mix!
What the?
If I'm fighting someone and they throw a beam at me and I throw one back at the right time, there will be a struggle with the button mash. But I think certain cutscenes with like legendary struggles like that, or the Gohan and Cell one, they should just be watched and appreciated for this new art style.
He's a giant ape.
Have you ever beaten the fuck out of a monkey? Silly me, I thought I'd be safe behind that rock. I really dig it. It's like the mix of the two Dragon Ball games I have been playing. You know, Xenoverse and Fighters. It's the like perfect mix. Fork. 100 comments. So how far does this go into as far as sagas? The Majin Buu arc, from my knowledge, which the Majin Buu is the end of Dragon Ball Z, but there is a season pass, and it has everyone out there guessing, are they going to make it GT? Is it going to be the original Dragon Ball? Is it going to be Super? We don't know. But there is an entire season pass for sale that they promise is going to expand into the game with more, they said sagas. But that's pretty much what this game is. It's Raditz, the first episode of Dragon Ball Z, up to the last episode. And if you do run straight to mission to mission, it might go by kind of quick, but I mean, there's a part where you get your license, and it's just kind of fun because there's a first-person mode when you're driving. I don't know, like when Vegeta and Trunks were in the hyperbolic time chamber, like there's just something really awesome about driving around the cities in first person in the Saiyan armor and looking over at Trunks and, you know, just seeing him begging Vegeta for any kind of approval. Like, you can't really express that. Like, can't wait till we get to that part in the stream. But yes, main reason for re-recording, not only to fit the game, but during the original English translation, some of the lines were just modernized or Americanized.
You're tired, but we're headed for Kami House. Can you make it? Yeah.
Yeah, this game, that's exactly what it's for. That's exactly what this game's for. It's perfect to relive the series, and it's a casual enough RPG to kind of, you know, like, there's trophies or achievements or Steam achievements for it, so there's something, you know, like, rewarding about it, but it's also a game that's rewarding that you can turn your mind off a little bit and just have fun. You know, like, when I first started playing this the very first time and got the leash taken off from the tutorials, I had a sense of adventure finally unleashed because of the fishing. You can do the hunting. I had this sense of adventure that wasn't really instilled in me since the last game I played was maybe the Wind Waker when it first came out. They gave me that much, like, excitement of freedom and, like, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna run into, but it's gonna be fucked up. My comments aren't as recent as they should be on my damn phone.
Look really strong.
You're level 31, you're level 10. I don't think you can handle that. You think about the Wind Waker was the last great game you played? See, that's like this when I first played it, as in terms of like the, you know, when you first get on the boat in the Wind Waker and you were able to set sail like that, like just awe-inspiring, like limitless adventure you could felt like you can accomplish. Like that's what you feel like when you get the training wheels taken off in this, because it's a familiar intellectual property. You know, it's fucking Dragon Ball, and you know, regardless if it's named Kakarot or not, I mean, as long as you, the consumer, understand before you buy it that it's not exactly by the name, you'll have fun with it.
Yeah, we better hurry, Gohan.
Krillin, what's that?
Get out, Gohan. Don't let him see us. Hey. Yajirobe?
Yajirobe.
Did you forget what that furry freak is?
Furry.
A
Confirmed.
No, but if we can cut his tail off, he'll revert back to normal.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Gohan, Yajirobe, you guys get in front and distract him. Wait for an opening, and then I'll slice his tail off.
Okay.
What? Distract him? Are you out of your mind? Look, man, even if you cut him down to size, he's still gonna knock you guys silly.
Seems I've got some unwelcome guests.
Wasn't Vegeta blind when this happened? I have the entire series on DVD. I should watch it so I can fucking know this shit myself.
Nice try going for my tail, but I can see right through you.
Oh yeah, you're talking about. He probably gets it fucked up after the spirit bomb. Oh, there we go.
Insignificant trash! You're all dead! Do you hear me? I'll start with you!
Well, that's just that's a fair fight.
Show me what you can do! Come on!
I don't want to fight you, Vegeta.
Don't underestimate me!
Whoops, I forgot to charge my K. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Damn you, you little runt! You're going to wish you'd never been born!
I'm gonna go silent for this too because I think this is a pretty important cutscene. If you're still out there watching, you'll appreciate this.
I need your help. Goku, are you alright? Now's our only chance. I'm gonna give you all the energy I gathered from the earth. What? Krillin, grab my hand. Like this? Yeah, you got it. And now, turn your palm up and concentrate the energy into a ball. Just trust me. Whoa! There it is. So this is the... That's a spirit bomb. You did it. Krillin, you gotta hit him with that. You have to. Okay, I'll do what I can. Leave it to me. Come on. I can't hit him if he keeps moving all over the place like that.
You don't use your eyes when throwing the spirit bomb. Seek out his evil energy with your mind and release the attack.
Who's there?
I am King Kai, the one who taught Goku the spirit bomb technique. Remember, that ball contains the hope of every person on the planet.
Okay, seek out his evil energy. I can feel it. I can feel his evil energy. There it is! Here goes nothing! Knock it back, Gohan! hurt you if there's no evil in your heart! We did it.
And that's right. It was actually Gohan and Krillin that threw the spirit bomb that took down Vegeta in the end. Not Goku. I mean, I don't know why they're being dramatic here. What goes up must come down.
You've really done it this time. You have me thinking I might actually die. How dare you! Your history!
You thought it was over.
No! No! What? I can't move.
Yes!
Once again, grateful that they put pants in this. I mean, obviously they were going to because it's a video game, but in the original, it's kind of awkward. I think like Gohan's crotch is like all up on his face. It's weird. Once again, I'll have to bust out the DVD. Vegeta down. Pardon me.
How can I, the great Vegeta, be reduced to this?
Siri, order me a cab.
Where do you think you're going?
It's the only time you'll ever see Krillin pick up a, like, sword in the entire,
This ends now! Don't, Krillin!
what, 4 different franchises this has? Dragon Ball Z,
I'm
Dragon
sorry,
Ball,
but
GT,
just let him go.
and Super.
Wait, are you serious?
None of them have him using a sword except
Let
for
him
this
go.
exact
He's
moment.
gonna regain his strength and come back and kill everyone. I know. This guy killed our friends. He came here to massacre everyone on the planet.
I like how
He's not
Vegeta's
just gonna
wasting
pull a
no
Piccolo and just
time.
change sides. We have to stop him. I know. Krillin. But please. I know what I'm asking is selfish. Crazy even. Do me this favor. Let him live so I can fight him again someday. Okay, fine. I guess if anybody's got the right to ask for that, it's you.
But Krillin, you could have totally told him no. He can't even stand up.
But if we're gonna do this, you gotta blow this guy away with everything you've got when he comes back. Got it.
You're going to regret this. You won't have another miracle to save you next time. Enjoy this time, because it's all you have left.
There they are. Hey, over here.
Hey, look who it is. It should be Roshi, Bulma, and Korin.
Goku, are you alright?
Oh, you guys see the credits?
Bulma.
That means it's the end of the saga.
The others.
We're going radio
gone.
silent for this.
We're the only ones left. Piccolo's gone too. That means Kami and the Dragon Balls. They're all gone.
So you mean Yamcha can't ever be?
Bulma, don't cry. Actually, there might be a way for us to bring everyone who was killed back after all.
What?
Those Saiyans saw Piccolo and said something about him being a Namekian. They said the Namekian home planet, Planet Namek, should even have more powerful Dragon Balls. Then that means if we head over to that Namek place or whatever, we might be able to get our hands on some Dragon Balls.
And so, the Saiyan saga comes to a close.
Hey, it's me, Goku. You know, in the fight with Vegeta, we lost a lot of our friends. And with Piccolo gone, we can't use the Dragon Balls to bring anybody back. Wait a second. There are Dragon Balls on planet Namek? Kami's homeworld? How are the guys gonna get there? Stay tuned for the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, the legendary Super Saiyan versus the evil Emperor Frieza. Don't miss it!
Take that as you will for a little preview of what the next few streams will be showcasing. Because the second we get control back, we're going to be saving and winding up the stream. But yes, today we have concluded the Saiyan saga. We will be starting the Namek saga soon, which would leave us... Well, actually, the next stream will probably be the intermission between the Saiyan and Namek saga to show how this game really is. It's almost how this is what stream 4, and I'm on, what, the second saga? But either way, and so at a great cost, Goku and the others were able to fend off the Saiyan threat. Goku, having sustained major injuries, remained in intensive care. Gohan, on the other hand, made a full recovery in only a few days.
Hey!
A healthy body needs a healthy amount of good food, Gohan. Let me make you an extra special full-course meal. Wow, really? Sit tight, okay? It's gonna take some time.
Huh?
That's weird. I could have sworn I had the... Yep. Take 2. I could have sworn I had the recipe that she gave me. Here.
You got me there.
Well, this stinks. I really wanted to treat you to a nice meal. Who gave the recipe? I could ask them. Not you, for them. For it. God damn it. I'll be in my trailer. Okay, I'm back. It's okay. I really wanted to see what it tastes like. Well, in that case, this is who gave me the recipe. The person with the recipe can be found in Keelan Village.
I'll get started.
Okay, I'll be back with the
Wait
recipe.
there.
Please be careful. See, this is what intermission's about. Doing stupid little side shit. Unlocking different RPG aspects that you should have the whole time. Like, Chi-Chi will make you, like Final Fantasy 15 gourmet style meals that give you incredible stat boosts. I can't remember that motherfucker's name. There was Prompto, Gladios, Noct, Iggy? Ignis? I can't remember his name. I want to say it. I don't. I'm mad. But that guy, the guy with the glasses, the guy who always can think of a recipe. But yes, intermissions are periods of free time between the sagas and the main story. You can use this to collect items, train, or complete sub/mini stories. Intermissions are also perfect opportunities to make preparations for whatever's next. And hot diggity dog, I got a comment to read. You don't recall the name. Which name? Which name are you speaking of? So, there's little photographs findable, yep, let me take that again. There's these little photographs that you can find throughout the world in this game that will reference events that happened in the original Dragon Ball. The dude with the glasses you're talking about. Motherfucker, if I could rewind the stream to see who I was talking about, I would. Dude with glasses. Alright, let me read this first. Yeah, so basically these little card thingies are references to the original Dragon Ball, so you can pause it there if you need to. Pause it here. And pause it there. And lastly there. Dude with the glasses. What could I be talking about? Alright, so you see, like, this is the original save that I loaded today. To start the stream, this was the autosave. So that means this stream's at least been an hour and 20 minutes long, which, if you've been watching, bless your soul. It's understandable it's late. You've been with us for 1 hour and 20 minutes, and that's appreciative. But this is my other save. Just so you guys know, like, if people are like, why is he only this far in the game? Trust me, I'm further. And I've been taking my sweet-ass time, and I'm almost level fucking 60 before Majin Buu even shows up. So, with that said, I'm going to save the game. And, what am I talking about? Glasses? Man with glasses. Is there any other description you can give me before I sign off? Because now I'm bothered. I'm counting on you. I'm like literally sitting here staring at the chat waiting for you to respond. With the recipe. Oh, thank you. Thank you. The guy from Final Fantasy 15, dude. What was his name? I was trying to get at, I don't remember his name. The chef in your party. The motherfucker that always is like, I found a new recipe. You know, he's got glasses. Now I know what you're talking about. Oh, we came full circle and that was live. That's beautiful, right there. You can't pay for that. And it's like an hour and 20 minutes long. This is just a good movie right here. It's my discovery. Alright, so you saw I just leveled up a bunch of shit. I probably should have said what I was doing, but you know, you can get the gist. It's a freaking RPG. This is, I guess your little checklist, 100% checklist. which we can listen to some music. That song is alright at most. Alright, I've had enough of that. Please acknowledge, do you know who I was talking about? Did you hear me, madam? You do not respond. Acknowledge that you know the person I'm speaking of. It's the chef from Final Fantasy 15. What? You didn't play? I borrowed it from you. Okay, so basically, you don't get it, and I've been wasting time. No, I'm kidding. Clueless, never played. It's your game. You ass. Okay, it doesn't matter. Basically, they have it. You can kind of see that they took something which has been popularized through many games. I was referencing Final Fantasy 15 because it's probably the most popular way to explain it to people nowadays that play RPGs, especially Japanese-influenced ones. People that would buy a Dragon Ball RPG would probably be like, oh, I know Final Fantasy 15. But yeah, there's a person that is somehow in your party or in your entourage, whatever the hell the game's story is, that gives you, and this is for RPGs, to give you like a cook that when you go to them, they'll make you meals that give you stat boosts for a literal amount of time. They give you little buffs. It's present in games like, I believe, like The Witcher. Can't say it 100%, I never played it. Well, I played part 2 for a little bit, but I was borrowing a copy, and I'm getting off track, but basically I think it's like in shit like The Witcher, but yeah, that's that. So, with all that finally explained, we are going to wrap up today's stream. And I will be catching you guys the next time for the intermission into the Planet Namek saga, which will be probably split into 2 episodes, just like the Saiyan saga. Or maybe 3, 1 for intermission, and then 2 for Namek, because it's going to be 1 with them up to the Ginyu saga, and then Frieza's little shindig. But we'll see how it pans out. But until then, this concludes our broadcast day.